I am Richard Lewis reporting for Esports Heaven. The DreamHack Winter CSGO tournament is underway. Well, it's very underway. It's just gone past the semi-final stage. And the first semi-final, it was an absolute cracker of a game. But in the end, I'm here with one of the losers. It is the French contingent of VeryGames. And it is our... the person we talk to the most from VeryGames. It's NBK. It's our good friend. I really feel for you, man, because I know how much this tournament meant to you guys. I know how hard you worked to win this tournament. You looked really good in the build-up to it. You kept beating NIP. You kept winning events. And a lot of people had you down as favourites for this event. Let's talk a little bit just emotionally. I mean, I know you're disappointed, but how much had you invested in winning this tournament?
Well, it wasn't as much as NIP did, because they just went into submarine mode like for 3 weeks, and they just hit everything pretty much. And we played online competitions, ESEA, or being in China for MSI Beat It. It was like a global thing, but didn't put us in the best position to win it. But obviously we gave everything for it. And losing now, well, that was a very close game. Dusty could have gone either way, and that was the key map, because we then both won the maps pretty heavily. It just came down to Dusty, the first map, and 16-13 could have gone either way. So we prepared a lot. They did as well, and they were better on this time.
I mean, do you feel that this game, I mean, a lot of people thought this was the final. It was like the winner of this game was going to win the whole tournament. But as we saw at ESWC, it doesn't always mean that that's going to be the case. Do you think now NIP are going to just win this tournament? I mean, like, is it now a foregone conclusion? Were you the strongest opposition?
Well, I don't know about that, if we were the strongest team to play against them. Obviously, we were very prepared against them because we won against NIP 3 times in a row. But there has been so many surprises so far in the event. All the quarterfinals have been 2-1. There was no clear 2-0. And, Fnatic and Complexity are just playing extremely well. Yeah. Fnatic are Swedish, so they have kind of an advantage playing against Swedish players as well. And Complexity are just a surprise of the tournament, in my opinion. Yeah. Coming up with big games against Asana Dragons, and if they manage to pass Fnatic in the grand final, they can do everything. Yeah. So NIP haven't changed that much in a way, but not 10 times better than they were. They just have a different game style, and they play very well. So I don't know, it can go either way. The winner of, even the quarterfinals, all the teams could have won the round. So. Yeah. You can't really say.
There was a lot of theories going around about basically maybe NIP weren't trying quite so hard anymore. They've got this reality TV show following them around. They got camera crews in their face, and people online are saying they're trying to create some drama, create some hype. That's why they weren't playing so well in previous tournaments, but they were always going to come here and win. I think maybe there's a little bit of a conspiracy theory in that. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, do you think that they would do that, like kind of not win on purpose to win the big one?
No, I think they still want to win every single tournament. They want to be the undefeated team, and they have been for more than a year. And it's exactly the same as the MSI Beat It thing that happened previously. People are just thinking way too much and way too far. Every single game before was close. I mean, if that was the case, we should have won every event 2-0 like clearly, and they should have smashed us here. Whereas the game was extremely tight today, and we won the other events like giving everything. So no, there's no conspiracy or anything. They're just an excellent team, and we are able to match them pretty well. So that's what it all comes down. Not much.
I want to ask as well just your thoughts about the pause. I mean, in the last map, you guys, it took a very important buy round. You were fighting for your lives. You needed this round, and you needed to get some momentum. And then all of a sudden, there was a technical problem. And again, a lot of people online are saying that it was a deliberate attempt to break up your momentum. I don't know if it was. I certainly wouldn't accuse NIP of doing that. But what's your opinion?
No, it was just a technical problem. NIP are just fair and square, you know. I mean, if I have to lose, they're gonna lose, because they're gonna be like, yeah, you played the next game, well played, and that's gonna be the case for us as well. We can't really talk about the momentum because we lost. I mean, we only won one round, and it just happens. Like, you have some problems sometimes, and just have to shut the server down and take everything back. It doesn't affect really the players. It's just how it is, and it just gives you more time to focus on your game and how to play. So there is no such big change. It's just people on the internet are talking way too much, like as always. So.
Oh, as always.
As always, yeah. So there's nothing to think about that.
Well, here's something I do want to ask you about. I mean, the news that VeryGames were shutting down, that you were going to be homeless all of a sudden. It's news. It's very rare that Counter-Strike produces some shocking news. But VeryGames have been synonymous with Counter-Strike excellence for so long. It looked like one of the sort of real strong, secure, premier organizations. You guys have been great champions in both Source and in CS:GO. And then bang, like that's it, it's all over. How much of that affected your preparation and your mentality coming into this tournament?
Well, we've been pretty clear within the team about that. We just wanted to focus on DreamHack without thinking about anything else. And once DreamHack was over, then we would think about how we would approach things after VeryGames, because obviously it's. I mean, we've been talking about that within the team and the organization, since a few weeks and even a few months. But the possibility of changing was present. So, yeah, we just wanted to win DreamHack as a last, time for VeryGames, and it didn't happen. But still, it doesn't change anything for us, our mentality or whatever. It would even motivate us more than, making bad things for us. Yeah. That's just. I mean, VeryGames have been amazing for all these years, and that would have been the best way to thank them, I guess, for the support they did. But unfortunately, well, we make top 3-4, which is still okay, but it's not win. So,
if you had won the tournament, might it have changed the future of you guys having to leave? I mean, would that have made a difference at all?
No, it's just we had a lack of improving throughout the years with VeryGames. I mean, with Team VeryGames, sorry. We couldn't improve the organization with new sponsors coming up every single time, such as NIP did when they came up with, adding sponsors more and more, and then having a League of Legends lineup, etc. So that's just a completely different mindset. And winning the tournament wouldn't have changed anything, because even though you win 100K, it doesn't mean you're going to put 100K back into the team and just to make it live longer. It has to live by itself in a way. Yeah. And yeah.
I guess you guys will be staying together as a 5 and looking for a new home. I mean, is that something that is definitely going to happen? I mean, again, been a few rumours that maybe some players might use it as a good opportunity to retire and walk away from the team. Can you confirm anything that's going on internally?
No, we're going to all stay together as a team. We have no plan on stopping. We're all here at least until next July, something like that. And we're all ready to play, and we all want to, take everyone down as much as possible and play our base games. Apart from that, nothing's going on in the team. We're just going to stay together and keep on playing.
What do you think it says about CS:GO that a team like yourselves can find yourself suddenly just rug pulled out from under you? You're kind of homeless. You're unsure of where your future lies. Does that mean the game has still got a long way to go in terms of being a top-level esport, or do you think maybe you guys were just unlucky and actually CS:GO is growing and it is getting the respect it deserves now?
Yeah, I think CS:GO is growing, and that's pretty much why we have to switch organizations, because they couldn't support us in going to so many events and doing so many things. So it's just how it had to evolve. On Counter-Strike Source, Team VeryGames was very good for us because there wasn't so many major events. We weren't going to China or America. We just stood in Europe every single time. And now we just need more sponsors. We need more funds just to be able to pay for all this. And CS:GO is on the good way, obviously, with the number of viewers increasing quite a lot over 100K. CSGO is going the best way possible, I guess, for the whole Counter-Strike community. The former 1.61 and the source one. No, I think CSGO is just very, very good at the moment.
Okay, well, I want to ask you just one last thing about your future, and then we'll move on to a few general questions, and then I'll let you go and drown your sorrows. This is honestly the last question about it. My sources, everyone likes to tell me stuff, and they're not great sources. They're not. Otherwise, I might have already ran with it. But I'm hearing that you've had a nice offer from Alliance, the European kind of branch of Evil Geniuses. Obviously, I know you can't confirm it, maybe, or can you? But I'm guessing there must be some good offers on the table.
Yeah, we actually can't say names or anything that's going to come up for us, but we had obviously some offers, and we are going to be studying them in the next week or the next 2 weeks, and we're just going to try to make the best pick for us. I don't know when we're going to announce it, or or where.
I'll have it announced for you.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know anything. I don't even know where we're going at the moment, but. Yeah, hopefully, I mean, CSGO is growing a lot, and we're going to need that, an organization which is as good as possible. So we're just going to wait and get the best for us.
During this tournament, you had to play on Valve's version of Mirage, and I know that you guys didn't like it. And I know that you guys wrote an open letter and tried to do all you could to basically get the other version back, but you had to play with it anyway. Did that have an impact on your tournament experience? Do you feel differently about the map now, or do you still hope that Valve will see sense and go back to the old map?
Well, since the beginning, there was probably a misunderstanding, or we just said things wrong, but we're not really winning to have the old Mirage back. We just want to make the change to have it exactly the same than the old one. That's pretty much what we were looking forward to. Valve are making some changes on the map. But concerning the map and how we play it, we still practice it, even though a few teams are playing it at the moment because they don't really like the map, because it's less competitive, I guess. For example, NIP, who are praising a bit the Valve maps and the whole Mirage thing, they're not even playing the map. I mean, they're not really practicing it. So I don't really know what to think about that. It's the map could be better because you can just see by the statistics. Mirage was one of the most played maps before all the changes, and now it's one of the less played. So. Yeah. You can see that there has been a bit of a problem with it, and I hope that some changes are going to be made.
Do you think NIP have a almost like a special relationship with Valve that maybe you guys don't have? And what do you think about that? I mean, would you like to have that level of access to Valve and give your thoughts in the same way that NIP do?
Yeah, definitely. NIP are currently the only contact with the top teams and Valve. And we have a private group to talk about all this within the teams, but not straight to Valve and to the developers. And yeah, we're very willing, I guess, to be in touch directly with Valve and to be able to talk with them, not on a daily basis, but being able to talk live and not just send mails and wait days to have an answer and everything. It has to be discussed live and from person to person directly. So yeah, obviously NIP have got special relationship with them. It doesn't affect anything about the game, obviously. Yeah. It's just, they're just trying to improve the game as much as we want to improve it. But there is not, I think Valve lack of information in a way. They only have one point of view from one team, and they should probably expand this view and just try to contact other teams. And in VeryGames, I would be very happy to have those kind of conversations with them.
Okay. Let's talk about DreamHack then. Unfortunately, you're out. NIP have gone on to the final. The other semi-final is, of course, Complexity and Fnatic. You know a lot about both those teams. Who do you think is going to be playing NIP in the final?
It's pretty hard to say. Complexity have been a big surprise. They've been taking Ascent and Dragons out, and now they are facing Fnatic, and it's a pretty hard game, obviously. But I think it can go either way.
Yeah. If you had to put money on it.
if I had to put money on it, just for the sake of the game and for the viewers and for the whole surprise thing and stuff, I would be happy that Complexity win the thing. Win the semi-final.
Yeah.
Not going to say the whole event, but I would be very happy to see them in the final. That would be just, having an American European final with two amazing teams. That would be crazy.
I'm glad you brought up viewers. We went past 100,000.
Yep.
That is confirmed by DreamHack. They tweeted saying we were up to 120k. Yep. Can you believe that?
After the group stages, that was like the first games when you already saw 40 or 50k. I knew that it was possible to happen, and it was either on the final or another big confrontation between teams. Seeing it live on our stream is something, when you're like going on tab and just watching the scores, you're like 100k, wow,
yeah,
okay, that's fine. And it's very good for the sake of the game. Obviously, having as many viewers as possible is just very good.
Okay, so just a last thing. I'll give you the final word because it might be, if it's your last tournament as VeryGames, yep. I want you to basically, do a sign off. Any shout outs, anyone you'd like to thank for your time in the organisation.
Yeah, obviously it's going to be a big thanks to the whole VeryGames organization for everything they brought us for 5 years, 3 years personally. They probably brought the French level into the world class, top world class. So yeah, that's just a big thanks for that. Thanks to Razor as well for joining us, our organization, and everything they provided us as well. Thanks everyone who's following us as always. 100k is like a lot of people, like a huge amount. And thank you for the interview. It's always a good pleasure.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you finally. I didn't think I'd get to do another one. Yeah. I thought I was done, but this was too big a deal not to. So I know you'll be in another team really soon. I know, like, you're too good a player and too good a team to be homeless for too long. So I'm sure it'll all work out for you. And of course, the money you've won here, as you said, it's like winning last DreamHack. Yeah. So
that's, we can't be sad about it. It's been a good event for the viewers, for everyone. So I think it's good.
Well, have a good night tonight. Spend that money wisely. To everyone out there, we're going to quickly wrap up and get to watching the other semi-final. Don't go anywhere, though, because we're going to have more video interviews like this one from here at DreamHack Winter 2013.